The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will put total leather to crank us up. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, running back gets to give. Open space at the 25. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's inside the 40. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Able to get one down to the 15.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. With jet sweep pass. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. A first down for the offense. Looking for space. It's Shabera. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pocket starts to collapse. He looks that one in nicely. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage. I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Snags it over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
They're bringing heat. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Going up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that's the impact of having a quarterback with a ton of speed. You see how the defense, everybody just locked in on the quarterback. They weren't even thinking about the receiver coming around the jet sweep, and that's a big reason why they were able to get so many yards on that play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. It's complete on the right side.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to it. The Raging Cajuns get it past the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
Louisiana, 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back, seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by a field goal over UMass. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing high.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajun.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coming out with it, it's Cook. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every... Oh, he dropped it! Scoops it up, still a live ball. Still running at the 40. Afterburners coming. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll throw it on first down. He's right on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, big juke to get past. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll give it to the back. On the move is the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the Canes are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage. And nice
Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, partner. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Hit as he throws. Got his man down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads it left. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. After the filthy move, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Going with the ground game left. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out fast. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricane! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, and now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Louisiana, 14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this.
Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll leave it with him. Hard-hitting tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the...
He lost one down the sideline. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. There he goes down the right side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajun.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
On second down, looking again to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Might be looking to run. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Louisiana.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up by 21 over Cal. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going with the counter play here. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Ridiculous. Take him out. Pick it up. You're embarrassing him.
First down here for the offense. They'll go to the air. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the...
He's loose. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
The option look. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 42, Louisiana 28.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
42, Spider.
Goes to the option. Pulled down for the tackle.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Makes his connection. Touchdown, Cade! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, being comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to get it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the Raging Cajuns line it up with a 1st and goal. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
On the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. And the ball is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This offense starts deep in a hole. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
To the back. Loses 2. Brings up third down.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So,
looking for a deep man. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the phone. They're up by 8 over Virginia Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got it. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. A nice job between those two.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Connection to the right. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And right down the middle. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tosses to the quarterback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking for room. It's Shabera. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Trying to beat the D deep. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Guys, this is a really good win for this